JackelWolf takes it hook, line, and sinker.
What?
Last we left off, you guys finally defeated the Spider Monarch and finally cleared this dungeon, and also looked at the Journal of the Goddess, learning about that there were these 3 orbs you have to find of different colors in order to figure out kind of what happened and to reach the end.
12.
12. You guys get through this, you unlock this magically sealed door, and you enter this smaller room with this large black portal, like almost aligned with this dark blackish purplish stone. Some of you had gotten this dark feeling from it. Others of you decided to throw a stick at it. And deciding that this was not, that you guys would not be entering, you make your way back to the previously seen bunks on which you decided to rest at. After your guys' rest, you heard a knock on the door, in which you opened it to see a purple-skinned tiefling. What do you do?
Mage armor. I stand up drawing my 2 scimitars.
Excuse me, mage there.
Who are you? And why shouldn't I kill you right now, Hellspawn?
You'll have to forgive my companions. We were on a quest of fate, and we've been led to this dungeon. And so far, everything in this dungeon has attempted to
shut your mouth.
So you have to forgive my companions for their suspicions. But how may we help you?
I'm very well aware of who you are and the mission you're sent on. Met the priestess in which who has sent you. I believe you are currently looking for answers, if I'm correct. And I definitely mean no harm, as she kind of raises her hands up, kind of in a symbol of peace.
We're looking for colored eyes, like that nice blue one you've got.
I don't believe my eye is the one you're looking for. But I am aware of what you're talking about. It's hard to explain, almost. I can easily lead the way, and should you have any questions, and if you'd like, if I can do anything to prove to you my innocence, I will be happy to accommodate.
Don't trust her.
I would like to prestidigitate a blast of cold air into Tfin's face and tell him to chill out.
You can't trust them.
Why not? Why
They
can't we
no
trust them?
sooner say hello than burn your world down.
Now,
That's racist.
now
very.
I realize that as an elf, we must hold ourselves up above the lesser races, but there's no reason to
That's racist.
To distrust somebody just because of their race. We must give everybody a fair chance. And then I apologize again for my companion's outburst here. We would appreciate anything that you might contribute to our current situation.
Well, as mentioned, I'm very well aware of what you're looking for. And I'm able to assist you in finding one of which, and also helping push you along to your next clue. I myself am unable to fully give the message, as it is not my place.
We didn't get your name.
Nafi.
Nafi.
And I will
Whose
send
place would it be to give us this information?
the gods.
Are you talking about the red lady that we keep encountering? A red person?
I've lost track of everybody.
That red person you're speaking of would be the guardian. Not quite a person, in all honesty. However, more of a construct, something created in order to guide the heroes selected by the god. What you may be thinking of as the gods would be those statues you've been finding.
So do we have to awaken them? Are the gods actual those statues, or should we have to locate them?
I think my companion may be a little too literal in his interpretation, but
I
is
think
there
my
any particular?
companions maybe a little too trusting.
Trust is a virtue. We must all strive to be as virtuous as possible.
Oh, I thought for sure you would say as virtuous as you.
Well, as I hold myself up as a paragon as an example to all, then yes, you might assume that, and I appreciate you pointing that out. Thank you for your confidence.
I'll tell you what. What if, before you follow me, you may ask me any questions, and I can do my best to answer them in regards to any questions you may have about what is going on currently. Why did you all suddenly go quiet?
I prestidigitate a microphone and hand it over to Tfin. You're floor, sir. since you're berating her with questions and thinking she's such a bad guy, I think it's your chance to ask all the questions you want.
I still don't see any reason to trust anything you say.
Why not?
How can I prove to you?
Perhaps we should listen
I'm not
to
too
what
sure you can.
Perhaps we should listen to what she does say, and from there decide whether we can trust it.
I'm unaware of what you fully know from your own looking into things, and I'm not completely sure what you've heard from the other priestess of the overworld, but allow me to introduce myself a bit more formally. I am Nafi, priestess of JackelWolf.
JackelWolf is a name that we are familiar with, though I must admit that this journey seems to have taken longer and longer as we go along, and my memory of these names may not be as fresh as they once were.
That is understandable, considering how long it's been.
Is she saying that we've been slow?
No, I'm not quite.
No, I'm joking.
No, but I'd say you've
Y'all
been
were supposed
slow.
to be here like a week ago, but like you woke up a little late. The alarm clock didn't go off. It's fine.
Do you know where we came from? Because in the beginning of our journey, we all woke up not knowing where we were or why we got here.
That is quite the big question. I was not around when the disaster first happened, but as far as I'm aware, you are all of the overworld of science and discovery. Location-wise, I'm not too sure, as you are all different people and who come from different areas with different backgrounds and different experiences. I want things to be resolved as soon as possible. What is happening currently is horrible for everyone who's been involved. I myself can't do anything, as my place directed by my god, as can none of the other priests and priestesses. Our job is to assist.
What exactly is happening that you want to end?
A creature of death. One that...
Moldov, yes.
Not quite.
Or maybe your god. That monster.
I think Tfin is not the only one with unreasonable anger.
Unreasonable?
Sorry, that was out of character. That was.
You, sir, I recommend you do not insult the others' gods, especially those of which are the only ways that can help you end this, help get you back your memories. I understand your need to not trust me, and I understand your skepticism, but in my eyes, it gives you no right to make any judgment in which you don't even remember where you came from.
So where do we go from here?
Morden, haven't you got something that can help us with this?
I don't like magic.
It does seem to invade somebody's mind just because they are trying. That appears to be helping us. Does not seem like a.
Are you saying this out loud in front of her?
No. I'm saying that it is not necessarily a good idea that for us to invade somebody's mind who is trying to help us, who appears to be trying to help us without due cause. It seems to be a unreasonable response to the situation.
So you think we should just walk into this trap?
I think that we should listen to her advice and then make our decision based on what we hear and what we see.
DM speaking. There. Another quick lesson on D&D. When you are wanting to know what an NPC, either player or anything else is intentions that you aren't aware of, you are able to make insight checks. Those would just essentially be able to you would make that check, and I would either make if I'm lying to you, I would make a deception roll, or if I was not lying, I would be able to just tell you the truth. Dependent on your roll versus my roll, if there is one, you would be able to know whether or not I'm lying. You'd be able to know roughly my intentions, all that stuff. If any of you would like to make that check, you're welcome to.
I will make that check.
All right, roll insight.
7.
This person could easily be lying and could easily be telling the truth. You are not sure.
Olaf takes it hook, line, and sinker.
I see very little reason to distrust based on the situation, or based on the information we've received. I will trust this person in this case for now.
It's not just about the information that we've received, it's the fact that we have not encountered many people in this entire place, and now all of a sudden she randomly appears at this door, at this dungeon that we've been randomly sent to.
I don't believe we've been randomly sent to this dungeon.
Well, it appears to be just an errand. Why in the world would she come here?
Apparently to give us information. That
you can help us find our next one of these eyes we must collect and give us clues about where to find them, right? I mean, by all means, go ahead and blindly travel the world searching for who knows what, and you have not know the knowledge of what it is you seek. Here is someone in front of us offering information for us, and we stand back and cross our arms and twiddle our thumbs. Shame on us. We should trust this lady, at least listen to what she says, like Wolof mentions, and decide from there.
We certainly listened to the elven priestess, which, again, she was elven, so I mean, obviously she would not lead us astray. But that said, we have already proceeded with on faith. And perhaps, just listening will be more than enough for us to make our judgments. And out of character, everybody else can do a perception. You don't have to, or what was it?
Insight.
Insight. I'm just throwing that out there. Wait, was it insight?
Yes.
It's insight.
Okay, I rolled the wrong thing then. Mine would have been a 12.
Okay, I'll let that be the new roll because that was misreading.
I rolled a 14 for insight, DM.
You know what? I actually rolled persuasion for some reason. I thought it was perception, but I didn't do perception because that would have given me the +5 as well. But so I must have clicked persuasion.
Wow.
Or performance. They both started with P.
plus 2 more, so what is that? 11 and 5, 16.
All right, Morton and Peter, would you guys like to roll insight, or are you guys gonna be stuck being close-minded?
I'm not being close-minded. I just don't like things that happen.
Fair.
Too
Conveniently,
yes.
All right.
I know not why, Peter is so off-put by her presence, but I don't go blindly trust him.
I've trusted tieflings before. It didn't go well.
Wildov, with your roll, you can tell she's being honest. You can tell that she does have intent to help you. But Harmon, with your look, you can definitely tell that she's being 100% honest. She's trying to help you. She's trying to give you assistance. You can definitely almost sense some form of just settlement, or just not being too happy with having to help, but there's no something underlying threat.
She hasn't been put off by Tfin yet.
No, if anything, she's kind of getting more and more frustrated, but there's no body language signifying any violent intent yet, or if any. I don't know why I said yet. I'm making it work.
Yet. Sounds like we'll.
Yet being you have not attacked yet.
Yes, that's right. We have not enticed her into combat. So
You haven't started anything yet.